Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down what might just be the ultimate Pathfinder experience, a professionally run, premium game built from the ground up for players who are really serious about their adventure.
You know, we've all been there, right? You get excited, you join a new game, and it seems promising. But then the rules are all over the place. The story just kind of fizzles out, or that immersion you were hoping for, it's just not there. So what if you could find a table that guaranteed that professional quality, that consistency, and that deep immersion every single time you sat down to play?
Well, it all starts with the hook. Any great campaign needs a killer premise, and believe me, this one throws you right into the deep end with a personal mystery that grabs you from the very first moment.
Yeah, forget you all meet in a tavern. Nope, in this game, your character gets what's called a Scar of Destiny. So picture this, 1 minute you're just living your life, the next, bam, you black out. You wake up somewhere totally unknown, super dangerous. Now, the good news is you have all your gear. The bad news? No food, no water, and you can already hear hostile creatures nearby. Talk about setting a tone. It's high-stakes survival and a massive personal mystery to solve from minute one.
In that Scar, it's your ticket to a really cool blend of classic themes. So you're not just going to be crawling through dungeons. No way. You're going to be solving this incredible mystery, all set in a high fantasy world. But you also have to deal with the very real dangers of gritty survival. It's this amazing mix that promises a super rich journey. And get this? It's designed to take you from level 1 all the way to level 21. A full epic campaign.
Okay, but who's running the show? I mean, we all know a great game master is the absolute bedrock of any legendary campaign. And honestly, this is where this whole experience really shines. Tired of games falling apart because the GM is inexperienced? Well, let's take a look at the alternative.
Yeah, you're seeing that right. 45. We are talking about nearly 45 years of experience. This GM started running games back in 1979. To put that in perspective, that's before the original Dungeon Master's Guide was even published. This isn't just a hobby, this is a literal lifetime spent mastering the craft.
And it's not just general experience either. We're talking over 5,000 hours running this specific system, Pathfinder First Edition. So what does that mean for you? It means you get an expert who knows these rules inside and out. The gameplay is going to be challenging, it's going to be fair, and you're not going to be sitting around waiting while the GM has to stop and look stuff up all the time.
But here's the real kicker. What truly sets this GM apart is that they're a trained stage, film, and a voice actor. And this quote says it all, doesn't it? You're not just talking to the GM. Oh no. You're interacting with a full cast of characters, and every single one of them has a unique voice and personality. That's a level of immersion you don't find that at your average table.
Okay, so we have a master GM. Now, let's talk about you, the player. Let's see how this experience empowers you before the dice even start rolling. Because a great campaign deserves a great hero, and here you get all the tools you need to build one from the ground up. Are you sick of feeling kinda weak and squishy at low levels? Well, check this out. Character creation starts with a huge advantage, a 32-point buy for your ability scores. Just so you know, the standard is usually something like 15, maybe 20 points. This lets you build a character that feels genuinely heroic and capable right from session 1.
And this gives you so much freedom. I mean, look at these examples. You could go for a superhero style with a massive primary stat, or maybe you want a more balanced, well-rounded adventurer. You could even go for a min-max build and just be the absolute best at one thing. It's totally up to you.
And the support doesn't even stop there. You get maximum hit points every single level, so your character is going to be incredibly tough. The game uses strict rules as written for fairness, and you even get access to the awesome Unchained classes. If you don't know, think of those as like the officially patched 2.0 versions of classes like the Rogue and the Monk. On top of all that, you get expert help during character creation to make sure your hero is not just effective, but actually fun to play. Alright, so you've got your powerful hero, you've got a master GM. So what does it actually feel like to play in this game? Let's dig into the philosophy that really shapes the whole experience, session after session.
So this whole campaign is built on a rules as written, or raw, foundation. And this is a big deal. Have you ever been in a game where you have this brilliant tactical plan, but it gets shot down by some random, inconsistent ruling? So frustrating, right? Well, a raw approach stops that from happening. It means the game is fair, it's consistent, and it's deeply tactical. Your clever builds, your smart choices, they actually matter because the rules aren't just going to change on a whim.
This really is the full premium package.
I want you to just imagine this for a second. Every single session, you're playing on these beautiful high-res color maps that make the world just pop. Your character, it's a custom token that actually looks like them, not just some generic circle. And every NPC you talk to is brought to life by that amazing voice actor GM we talked about. It's a totally professional setup, all designed for one thing: maximum immersion.
You know how some games can just drag on? Well, to solve that common problem of slow pacing, this game uses a turn-based structure for, well, everything. It doesn't matter if you're exploring a creepy ruin, fighting a huge dragon, or just handling your downtime in town, there is always a clear turn order. And what this does is make sure everyone gets their time in the spotlight and the action never ever stalls. Now, a professional game isn't just about having cool maps and knowing the rules. It's also about creating a professional environment. An environment where every single player feels safe, they feel respected, and they can just focus on what we're all here to do: have fun.
And they have a whole set of safety tools and table rules to make sure that happens. You've got a session 0 to make sure everyone's on the same page. There's an open door policy, which means you can step away anytime, no questions asked. And there are clear rules against bringing real-world debates to the table, which keeps the focus right where it belongs, on the fantasy adventure. It's really all about creating a reliable, comfortable space where you can just escape for a few hours.
So let's put it all together. You've got an expert GM, powerful heroes, a super professional structure. The big question is, who is this game actually for? Because let's be honest, this kind of curated experience is definitely designed for a specific type of player. And I think this quote from the GM really it nails it. It captures the ideal player perfectly. If you love getting into the details of your character and you want a guaranteed, complete, long-term story, an epic adventure that will actually finish, then yeah, this is probably what you've been searching for.
Let me put it another way. If you're the kind of player who values deep immersion and real role-playing, if you love crunchy, tactical combat, if you want fair, rules-based gameplay and a detailed world to explore, and most importantly, if you want a reliable, long-term story that isn't just going to vanish after a few sessions, then this table is pretty much tailor-made for you. It's more than just a game. It's really a commitment to a complete adventure.
And that really brings us to the final question, doesn't it? In a world that's just full of fleeting, here today, gone tomorrow online games, what's the value of an experience that is professionally run, deeply immersive, and actually promises a complete, unforgettable adventure? Well, for the right player, it just might be worth everything.